Okay, back here at Tatum, it's 6-4. The home team ahead of Jal right now. Jal scoring that point as we get rolling with this broadcast. So, having some technical difficulties with the scoreboard and such. Maybe we are okay to go audio-wise. We're trying that out right now. Jal with the serve. Down a point here in set number 1 in Tatum. Tatum hoping to get in the win column here in district play against these Panthers. And been a while since we've been with you in the gym here anyhow. As it is tied up at 6 now. And Tatum with a chance there. They'll get it across. That is number 7. And let me get to my rosters here as we keep rolling. Hoping to get word from the studio that we are indeed being heard. Tatum serving here again. And getting another score as I'm looking down at the broadcaster, making sure we're all good to go. We seem to be. And we are back to the action here now, finally, as the Cardinals here have opened up a little, or not the Cardinals, excuse me, the Coyotes here have opened up a lead. It is 8-7 here as they sailed that one on a long shot from Villasenor. Thank you, Tiff, back at the station letting us know we're okay to keep rolling with the broadcast here. Been an adventure this afternoon here, not being able to get on with our boxcaster as far as the scoreboard, but I'll keep you informed as we roll along. Again, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thanks for being here with us in this crucial matchup here in district play as the Coyotes are now up 9-7, heading back to serve with a chance at putting more points on the scoreboard here. Jal will be able to dig that one out. And again, Tatum able to score the point with a big play. 10-7 the score. Still trying to get into this roster, folks. There we go. We're a lot closer than we were. And for the Coyotes, there's a dig right there. It falls just short by Mariscal, Valeria Mariscal, wearing number 10. And we'll get back over to the Jal side as going back to serve and giving us an opportunity to mention someone on the other side. It looks like, is that number 13? It looks like Anicia Herrera. So Herrera gets it across, a little miscommunication, and two Coyotes run together trying to get to the ball defensively, and Jal will score the point at 10-9. They trail by 1, and we'll go back to serve again. It will be Herrera from way back, comes towards the net, pops it up, and a defensive play that goes awry for the Coyotes, and that will tie it up here. That play by Sydney Rice, it caught her up high, and she was trying to catch it with her forearms, and that time just an unforced error, and it's 10 apiece. This one across, now popped up, and looks like it may be Villasenor with a chance. She gets it. It is blocked, but into the net and falls on the Panthers side for a Coyote score. 11-10 now, the Coyotes lead. And back to serve is Villasenor. This serve comes across. It is played by number 16, Lujan, and popped back over softly, and another miscommunication between the front and the back line for the Coyotes. And the score now is tied again as that one falls to the floor. Going back to serve will be number 10. That's Amila Melancon. Melancon will come towards the net to serve. And it's into the net, granting the Coyotes another break here. As Melancon will take a seat, and back in will be Lujan for the Panthers. Going back now to serve, I believe, is number 6, and that's Dixon, I believe. With that one across, and a double hit there on the set by the Panthers, another error, and it's 13-11 Coyotes. 2-point lead. We are in set number 1 here as action getting started. Coyote JV winning their matchup here. as well, so congrats to the Coyotes there. Dixon back again, hits this one hard. It sails just beyond the end line and will be out of play for a Jowl score, making it 13-12. Jowl will bring a couple more in, including Charisma Rodriguez, number 6, and it'll be number 4, Alexa Talavera. Talavera going back to do the honors with the service here. Trailing 13-12. Panthers will come towards the line to get this one across, and Coyotes play that one. It is Rice. And now popped it back over after the set went a little behind the line, and a big shot there and a kill for the Panthers, who have tied it up at 13. So Talavera back to serve again. This one comes across. It is played by Aubrey Young. Big shot coming here for Avery Hennard, and Jowl digs it out somehow, gets it back across the net, and then Nikki Hernandez with a bit of a soft touch, too soft to get it back across the net, and the Panthers have the lead at 14-13. So Talavera back once again to serve. And it was Young to play it, a quick hit, knocked over the net, and a play by Hennard that they hoped would catch the Panthers off guard. Does not. They return the favor, though, after getting the ball back. And this one will go down for a Coyote point, I believe. And yes, it is. Tied at 14 now. And heading back will be the senior, Nikki Hernandez. Hernandez will serve here for Tatum. Tied at 14 with Jowl, and set number 1. Hernandez airmails that one a bit deep. And that'll fall beyond the line to play, and it's now 15-14 Jowl. And heading back, it looks like number 1 for the Panthers, who is, there we are, Anna Ross, another senior. That one a tough play, but quick hands, gets it across, and a smart heads-up play by the Panthers will knock it over the net twice. After getting it back on the first attempt and putting it down was number 13, Herrera. 16-14 Jowl now. As it's Ross back to serve once again. Knocked across, and then a deep dig that goes back across the net. Herrera with a chance. It's played well by the defense. Tatum tries a quick hit on the second touch, and then a miscommunication lets the ball fall into the floor here. And tell you, Jowl's opened up a 3-point lead. They trailed by 2 just a moment ago. And 5 straight reeled off by the Panthers has the hometown Coyotes thinking about it. They'll take a timeout. We will too. We'll be right back.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And we are back here in Tatum now. The hometown Coyotes find themselves down by a score of 17-14 here in set 1. They had a 2-point lead 5 points ago, but Jowl has scored 5 in a row to get regain the lead, and really 3 is about as large a lead as we've seen in this first set by either side. So the Panthers to serve again, comes across and played. A little hustle, and Hernandez will send it back across the net on a timely play there. Now Coyotes get a chance to set up their offense. It's going to be a big shot here by Rice. Jowl plays it well. Herrera puts it back into the net, though. Thought it was going over at first. It kind of dipped towards the end, catches the net. Coyotes will get the serve back, trailing 17-15. Here comes the Coyotes serve, and it's into the net this time as Rice is unable to sail it over the tape, and the Panthers will get it back up 3, 18-15. First team to win 3 of these sets wins the match, and we'll see who that'll be as we're still in the first. chance here for Tatum and Villasenor. It's played, knocked back, and tough play trying to get it back across the net. The Panthers are unable to, and that'll make it 18-17. So another serve here by the Coyotes, and it's played, well, not in the best manner by the Coyotes, or by the Panthers that time, as they'll go back and hit the Coyote on the big red sign at the end of the gym here. And we are back to just within 1 point here in Tatum for the hometown Coyotes. Another chance here, looks like another Tatum point, as that one's up into the rafters on trying to control that one. Herrera tried to send it back across, got it up high, but into the rafters, and we're tied at 18. Quick comeback here by the Coyotes as they'll continue to serve, and it will be Hennard. Another chance and another errant play by the Panthers leads to another Coyote point. They've regained the lead at 19-18. We've got a timeout here, and we'll be right back with more Tatum Coyote volleyball.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
All right, back again here in Tatum. I'm Dusty Wyndham, and think we may have our scoreboard issues fixed up finally, where it is now 19-18. Get back into it. And Tatum leads over Jal. Jal had a 3-point lead at 18-15 just a few moments ago here in this first set. And, well, Tatum stormed back again. So here's a knock back across by the Panthers. They'll go up and try to knock it over the first time on a one-timer. They're unable to get it down for a point, and Tatum now with a 2-point lead, 20-18. And we'll reload that again and get back into the scoreboard one more time. We do have it fixed. And it'll be 20-19 either way as Jal takes back over. They'll serve across for the Coyotes. Popped up into the net, though. A quick hit and two-hand smash. Gets it back over the net here. And comes a knock from Villasenor as the Coyotes were able to set up some offense at the net. A touch play. And the Coyotes unable to get it back over. And we're tied again at 20. This one back and forth all the way so far between the Panthers and the Coyotes. And since we're able to punch in the numbers here, we'll be back in business. The Panthers now with a chance to get it across. They will. It goes deep in the backcourt of Tatum. And then a shot put across that came just out long on the baseline, or on the end line here, by just inches to make it a 21-20 score. With the Panthers ahead of the Coyotes here in set number one. It is the away team with a serve here, and now we're back into the net. Tatum catches a break, gets the serve back again. Tied at 21, just each team just 4 points away now from being able to claim victory in set number one. And this one will come across and, well, into the net actually. So another service error will give the lead back to the Panthers at 22-21. And heading back to serve for Jal will be Herrera. So Tatum on the defensive. They get a chance, though, to set up the offense off the good dig. And then off one hand from Villasenor after the block. And down for another Panther point. 23-21 as Herrera will go back again to serve here for the Jal Panthers. They lead it and 2 points away from a first set victory over these Tatum Coyotes. With a long shot off the base of her hand, just on the ball of the hand that time, going long, Nikki Hernandez puts control of the game here in Jal's hands as they lead it 24-21. It is set point here at Tatum High School. The Panthers looking for it. They'll serve across. Going to be popped up and now hit from the midcourt area by Rice into the net, and that'll do it for set one as the Panthers take it over the hometown Coyotes 25-21. We'll be back in just a few moments.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Well, back in Tatum where the Coyotes trail this one now, 1-0 after the Panthers were able to squeeze out a couple of runs. They're late in that first set to take control of the match and eventually win that first set over these Tatum Coyotes. Tatum losing 25-21 as it was back and forth most of the way through there in that first set. Now we're ready for set two. Both teams getting that last minute of instruction by the coaching staffs of their respective schools. And then Tatum rallying a bit, and now Jal is too, as Tatum will take the court for set two. And they will be serving first here. It'll be the senior Nikki Hernandez to do the honors. The Panthers had a couple of 4- and 5-point runs there, a pair of runs there for about 9 points. That really gave all the distance they needed to win that first set over these Coyotes. So the Coyotes will try to battle back and push it to at least a 4-set match with a victory here in set two. So here we go. Nikki Hernandez now gets it across and long again on this one, giving the Panthers another score early in the set after winning that first set. 1-0 Panthers. They'll get the serve back. And we are underway again. It is the Coyotes trying to set something up. It will be Mariscal to get it back across the net, as the Panthers will try again to get this one across. A big swing, and Ross sends it long that time for the Panthers, and we're tied at 1 apiece as Rice will go back to serve yet again for the Coyotes. And Rice takes a long run at it, sends it long as well. 2-1 Jal on service errors all the way across so far in this second set. Ross now will get a chance to serve for the Panthers. Leading 2-1 in set two. They'll set it up for Villasenor. She'll put it across. No go this time as the Panthers D was ready. Villasenor digs that one out. Now gets it back. Will put it across and down over the head of number 6 for the Panthers, Charisma Rodriguez, and that'll be 2 apiece now as Tatum will get the serve back yet again. So back and forth already here in set 2. And this one across, played by the back line and set up for Herrera. She'll put it across. Looks like might have been Hernandez on that back line to get it ready. This one falls in after a knock from about midcourt. Big time shot again, this time for Villasenor. Making it a 3-2 lead now for Tatum as the whistle blows. Ready for play. Hennard puts it in play for the Coyotes. Pushed across and barely getting to it was Hernandez. Good stretch to get to that one. They'll put it back across will the Coyotes for the Panthers. Herrera with a chance. Tipped at the net by Dixon. And Dixon will get the first chance offensively here as she's able to get to it. Villasenor sees that coming a mile away and now gets set up for the slam. Doesn't go down as the Panther defense ready. Good rally going here between the Panthers and the Coyotes. 2-hand push gets across. It falls just in play in the corner. What a shot from Villasenor to put that one down for the Coyotes, making it 4-2. Tatum retains the serve. Here's Hennard again, who doesn't run and jump, has enough power and gets it across, just standing and taking a step towards the net. A double hit as that goes off the back or the tips of the fingers and rolls back for the Panthers, making it 5-2 now. Coyotes with a 3-point lead. Hennard again with a very nice serve across. The Coyotes able to dig that one across. It was Mariscal getting it back across, it looks like. And Villasenor puts it across with the left hand where nobody is. Diving attempts by 2. Panthers get to it, but the ball keeps rolling the wrong direction and goes down again for another Coyote score. It's now 6-2 Tatum here at the Coyote Den. Hennard again gets it across. Played now by the Panthers. And all backwards again. May see a timeout here, and yes, you will, by the Panthers, as they'd like to talk it over. 6 straight points now across for the Coyotes to give them a 5-point lead after dropping that first set by just 4, 25-21. Easier for you to say than it is for me, folks. But we are back in Tatum, and we appreciate you all being here with us and bearing with us as we continue on with the season. The Jow Panthers invading Coyote territory here for a district matchup, and the Coyotes now in set 2 have the better of the blue and gold as they'll retake the floor. Hennard back to serve again against these Panthers, who are trying to tighten up defensively. And it's a little miscues they've had, just going off the top of the wrist perhaps, and almost like a foul tip in baseball going straight back. And progress towards the net, probably more preferred for the coach. And we're back to the action here. So 7-2 Tatum after dropping the first set to the Panthers. And Rice from midway through, it's dug out that time. And a nice defensive play for Jow as they'll set up the offense for the Coyotes once again. Played on that back line. And now Talavera will send it towards the net. Herrera sends it across. Played on the back line, and now another shot for Villasenor. We'll have a whistle here. And into the net were the Panthers that time. 8-2 your score now here in Tatum, as that 7 in a row reeled off by the Coyotes. Hennard once more from the service line. And playing it are the Panthers. Herrera with a chance. She'll tap it over the net. A soft touch. Villasenor with 2 hands gets it back across on the second hit, trying to catch him off guard. Then has to run and dig that one out. Hennard saves it at the net. A tough play. They'll get it back across the net. And here come the Panthers. They'll pop it across. Who will it be? Dixon to set it up. Villasenor with the attempted kill. This time the back line ready. Herrera with a chance. And that falls in between Rice and Herrera there and will fall near that back end. 8-3 as the Panthers will get the service back here trailing by 5. So the Panthers will send it across in the form of Lujan and into the net. So Coyotes will get it back just that quickly. Valeria Mariscal will go back for the service here for the Coyotes, who are up now 9-3. This one looks like it could have gone long. It's played off the fingertips of the Panthers and back again, and another defensive miscue, keeping it going here in Tatum. Coyotes up 10-3 as they continue with Mariscal's serve there. They'll set it up, and it'll be Rodriguez to put it across this time, as it'll fall in the back corner for a Panther point. But they trail it by 6 now to the Coyotes here, as trying to catch all the substitutions in and out, as both sides had movement. This time, it looks like it's Acosta back to serve, Valeria Acosta, and the Coyotes get it back on yet another service error. Kind of been the story of the set so far, 11-4 Coyotes. Going back to serve will be Luann Villasenor, the team leader in kills, and, well, a couple of other categories as well. And punching it over this time, where the Panthers getting it across just in time on that third touch, and just a bad break that time, as the tape looked like that thing was going over the net. It tipped just the very top of the tape to go across for the Panthers, then hits it again on the recoil and bounces back on the Panthers side. They trail it now 12-4. Villasenor straight into the fence. Coach Pierce not liking that serve, net, excuse me, as man, I'm jumping all the way ahead to baseball season with the playoffs going in MLB. Herrera will go back to serve for the Panthers, trailing 12-5, and the Coyotes will try to set up some offense here. This one came across, a flag went up there, wasn't seen, doesn't matter, the point will go to the Panthers anyways, as the Coyotes had sent the ball back on the wrong side of the net and the out-of-bounds line that time. And Herrera will get a chance to serve, trailing by 6 now. So back up. And then a big offensive swing that time by Rice, who got it clean and put it down. Villasenor recognizes only one player at the back. She sends it across strongly with 2 hands and lands in no man's land for another Coyote point. And that was a quick turn of events there. 24-13 over the Panthers. And they'll serve it here. Who will do the honors? It is Allison Dixon. And a quick whistle. I think everything's straightened out here at the Coyote Den. Now they'll pop it up. This will be Ross with a chance. It's dug on the backside by Villasenor, and that one had some heat to it, folks. Rice into the net. Looked like she tried to carry that one over softly and just never really got the right arc on the ball that time. 24-14. It's still a set point here for these Coyotes over the Panthers, as the Panthers retake the chance to serve. And set 2. This will be number 10. That's Melancone into the net. The Coyotes will take set 2. We'll be back in just a few moments right here with more Coyote volleyball at HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Insurance. Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Back in Tatum, I'm Dusty Wyndham, bringing you Tatum Coyote Volleyball here in a crucial matchup against the Jow Panthers. That's a long ways in Lee County from here. If you're looking there from the extremes, the extreme north and the extreme south of Lee County. And they come together here tonight in Tatum to do battle. And now we're tied at a set apiece here in Tatum as Jow took set 1 25-21. Not so close in set 2, 25-14 your final, with the Coyotes the victors. And we're on to set number 3 here as we'll clear out the scoreboard and get you ready for set 3 action. It will be the Panthers and Talavera to serve it up first here, as the near side official and the head coach here are from Jow are talking a little bit and making sure they understand each other correctly. As Talavera is ready to put set 3 in action here from Tatum. So now it is Talavera to serve. Popped straight up by Hernandez. Run down by Rice. And it's Hennard to put it back across. The Panthers with a chance offensively here, though, as Ross tries to put it down. Hernandez with the dig. And now it'll be Rice again into the net this time for the Coyotes. 1-0 Panthers here in Tatum. Here we go across. Back for the Coyotes to set up offensively first. Valeria Mariscal puts it back across. And then a heads-up play by Talavera. Sees the gap between the net and the midline defense that time and just puts it down where nobody was. 2-0 Panthers, who have started off hot here in set 3 after, well, a 25-14 shellacking in set number 2. Talavera sends it across again. That is Hernandez back. And to put it across this time was, oh, goodness, number 5 for the Coyotes. And she'll set it up for Rice as we continue play here. That was Paisley Whitman, by the way. And Rice kind of whiffs on that one, making it a 3-0 Panther score. So at 3-0 Panthers here. They'll serve it back across, and Tatum will get another opportunity here offensively, but the Panthers will get it back. Good defense at the net, and this one across here for the Coyotes with a hustle play and some heads-up reaction. It'll be Hernandez from the back line to get it across. It is played there by Rodriguez, back across, but out of play. And the Coyotes have their first score in set number 3 here. It's 3-1 Panthers. The Coyotes getting the ball back and the service, as it will be Rice to attempt yet again another serve. She comes way up towards the line, puts it across this time. Oh, that one was about an inch long. She's dialing it in here on those serves here in set 3 finally, as she's had her struggles from back there today. 4-1 though now, Panthers, and they'll serve it again away to the Coyotes. Played off the hands of Hennard, then popped up. Villasenor short arms it this time into the net, making it 5-1 Jow. Coach Pierce looking at her team and making sure she's got the alignment right, as going back to serve will be Ross again for the Panthers. This one a back and forth affair all the way through, really, by the squads. Tied at a set apiece. Villasenor sends it across. Talavera digs it out. Who will it be? It'll be Ross from way back into the net. Coyotes will get another point. They trail at 5-2 here as Dixon will check back in. Whitman back out for the Coyotes, and going back to serve Looks like Avery Hennard, excuse me. Wow, that one played right back over the net this time by, I believe that may have been Lujan. We'll double check that in a moment. And a quick second hit catches the defense off guard, making it 7-2 as that one falls for the Panthers. So the away squad now with the lead and a pretty sizable one, 5 points over Tatum. As back to serve is indeed Lujan. We had that right a moment ago. Who will it be? Dixon back over the net for the Coyotes. Now a chance here for the Panthers and Rodriguez into the net though, making it 6. Oh, now they've fixed the scoreboard up top. I thought that was the score and just looked up and thought, well, heck, maybe I missed one. I did not. And it's 6-3, not 7-3. So Talavera sets it up. Rodriguez will put it across. Getting to it that time was Mariscal. It'll be Hernandez to put it back across for the Coyotes. Talavera sets it up. Herrera with a chance. Gets it hit hard, but it goes off the hands of Mariscal, who will now take a seat. As checking back in will be Aubrey Young for the Coyotes, as Coach Pierce had a chance to set that one up. Unfortunately, she's ineligible from the sideline, and that'll make it 7-3. We're back to a 7-3 score. The Panthers up by 4 over the Coyotes, who took set 2, but now the blue and gold battling back yet again. Powerful serve across played by the Coyotes. Hernandez will put it across as Herrera to get to it first. Herrera to take the shot in front of a diving Aubrey Young, and down for another point. 8-3 now as Zhao has opened up a 5-point lead over the Coyotes. Back to serve is Valeria Acosta. She'll put it in play, and the Coyotes will be able to play it. It's a quick hitter off the hands of perhaps Acosta. It was Acosta, and then off of Lujan as it went straight back. A little heat in that one that time, perhaps becoming a factor. 8-4 as Villaseñor and the Coyotes trail by 4, but they get the serve back here in set 3. It is a cross and a good play at the net. It was a block by Rice into the net. Unfortunately, though, were the Coyotes. And it looks like Hernandez touched the net that time, so a point, and the serve back over to the Panthers here. They lead it 9-4. We got a timeout called on the floor by Tatum, and Coach Pierce wants to talk it over. We'll be back in just a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
By the Coyotes, as the Coyotes now back to within 4. It is 9-5. They have the serve. They'll get it across, and at the net, looks like the Coyotes may have got into the net on one they didn't need to and lost the point. It's going to go back over to the Panthers. I think the near side official unfortunately got the call right, and it was unnecessary at the net for the Coyotes to get into it, as they had a chance at a pretty easy opportunity for a point there. Didn't need to get into it to knock it across, as it had cleared the net back onto the Jowl side. But sometimes eagerness and, you want to play the ball. It'll get the best of you at times, but a serve by the Panthers straight into net. The net, will get the ball and the serve and the point back to the Coyotes. 10-7 now they trail. Should be 10-7. I don't think the scoreboard's caught up or they sped up a moment ago. Either way, but there is rotation on the Jowl side, and scoreboard still says 10-6. That's what I had a moment ago. The Coyotes will score yet again, making it 10-7 here, as that one will fall to the floor for a Coyote point. And back to serve again will be Nikki Hernandez for Tatum. Tatum gets this one across. And the knock across the net that time for these Coyotes. And it'll go long, unfortunately, on the attempted kill that time for Tatum, making it an 11-7 matchup. Jow getting the point and the service back here. And a rotation as Talavera will check back in for the Panthers here. She'll head back to serve it for the blue and gold. The black and red, on the other hand, battling back. They were trailing by 5, headed back to 3, now back to 4 after sailing that one long. Talavera, though, will play it. Hernandez the first to it. Mariscal puts it back across for the Coyotes there. Long on the attempted kill by Talavera that time with the power. She knew it, went to the floor, smiled at the sideline. Coach applauding her effort, but it does fall for a Tatum point, making it 11-8 now. The Coyotes back to within 3 here in set 3. We're tied as a set apiece. Young on the serve gets it across. Talavera now with Herrera sending it back across for Jow. And this time putting it back over was Hennard for the Coyotes. Chance offensively for the Panthers. The Coyotes ready for it as Young will go back, and now we have a whistle. And into the net again, perhaps, on one of the squads. Yeah, it is against the Coyotes again. So errors, the difference so far in this one, as that'll make it 12-8 with the Panthers serving once again. Ross sends that one through, powerful, but it's long and wide on that one. It will go out, and the Coyotes get it back, so another error, but this time on the opposition. As Coyotes will get it back, trailing by 3, 12-9 here in set 3. Going back to serve is Avery Hennard. Hennard, not Hernard. There you go, and misplayed off the hands of Lujan and out of bounds. And it's back to 2. 12-10 now, Coyotes with another chance with the serve to tighten this one up in set 3. Miss hit badly that time by Hennard, and it goes wide and falls short of the net, making it 13-10 Panthers, who will regain the serve. I see another Panther in here, and the form of number 10, Mellon Cone, back in for the blue and gold. Now a misplay again by the Coyotes has led to another error and yet another Panther score. 14-10 the score now. Lujan back to serve. And Lujan will send it across. Played by Nikki Hernandez. Now popped up by Hernard and Luan Villasenor. It is blocked by Melancone, but this one goes wide on the Panther side off the block and makes the score 14-11. Tatum gets it back again. And who do they send back but Valeria Mariscal? Bounces it 3 or 4 times roughly and then puts it across. Nice serve right at Herrera. Who will it be? Rodriguez with a chance. Goes off the chest of Hennard and unable to run it down is Mariscal as it goes way wide towards the home side of the stands here. And down for another Panther score. Seems like in this third set it's been Panthers getting a point here and the Coyotes getting it back but not able to do anything with it when they get the serve back. And it's 15-11, a 4-point lead for Jow. Long on the serve, and it's Another error the other way. Maybe I speak too soon, as the Panthers have yet again given a point and the serve back to the Coyotes. It will be Luann Villasenor to serve it. It goes off the hands of Lujan and back for another Tatum score, as Villasenor really put that one across with some authority. Now see Villasenor again. That one nobody even wanted a piece of. Traveling with a little heat on it. Leaves a scorch mark on the jowl side of the floor and makes it 15-14, another ace there. We're going to have to buff out that black from the scorch mark on that one, man. It was moving. Villasenor back again to serve. Hits it with the same pace. It's played by Lujan. Set up now and popped across. Villasenor got caught in no man's land on deciding whether to dive at that one or not. And it will be another Panther score, 16-14. They'll get the serve back, and it will be Herrera back to do those honors here for Jowl. But the Coyotes get another break, 16-15, as that one's into the net. And they'll put Allison Dixon back, will the Coyotes, to serve it here on the home side. Now they'll make a change here. They'll bring Dixon out. I believe that's Georgia Weir coming in the matchup for the Coyotes, and it is the senior. Will get a chance here to serve it across and goes long and wide towards the near sideline. And the move doesn't work out for Coach Pierce and the Coyotes, as it is now 17-15 with Melancon back to serve for the Panthers. They lead it by 2. Played by Villasenor. She runs it down. Nice setup that time on the play by, it looked like Weir set that one up. They'll come back across. It's unfortunately on the out-of-bounds side of the net when it comes across. That'll give the Coyotes life again at 17-16, trailing by 1 to get the serve back and maybe tie this thing up on the serve. They'll go back, and the serve across for Hernandez. It is a clean serve. It's popped across and off the hands of Villasenor, out of play, back to a 2-point lead for the away side. The blue and gold now lead it by 2 in set 3. We're tied at 1 set each here in Tatum, New Mexico, as the Jowl Panthers have come up, made the long trip up from Panther territory, and now it'll be Talavera to serve. Goes long, big time long. They let it go from the beginning. There was no doubt it was going to be out of play, and the Coyotes will get it back on the error by Talavera. So it'll be Young to serve. She'll get it in. Probably would have been out. Talavera played it. Herrera will knock it back across. It's played by Young on the back line. They'll set it up. Who is it? Hennard, and she'll get it down. A kill for Avery. Ties this thing up at 18 apiece, and things are getting pretty exciting here in Tatum. Young back to serve again. This one not as much authority, but they'll put it across. Sometimes better lucky than good, as we say, and Talavera hits the tape, and it'll fall in between the front and midline that time for the Coyotes for a 19-18 Panther lead. Coyotes had a chance for their first lead in quite some time there, and just by the tape didn't get it done. That one was, who was it? That was Ross. It came back across. They want a call, does Coach Pierce. And we're going to have a talk by the officials on both sides. As Coach Pierce pointed out, that one looked like it came down on the wrong side. And the official having turned around and tell one of the fans, hey, that's enough here in the stands at Tatum. Now they're talking, are the two officials trying to get together to make sure they get this call right. And the point goes to the Jowl Panthers. Now Coach Pierce wants an explanation here. And it'll hold play up just a moment. 20-18 the score here The Panthers up by 2. It will be Ross to serve after Coach Pierce gets an explanation. Whether or not that is to her satisfaction remains to be seen. I don't believe she is happy with the call. And it'll remain 2018 as the Panthers will now serve after the explanation. And now the JAL coach is coming over with an argument. The far side official telling her, hey, that's enough. You got to go sit down here. So it's 19-18, a replay as the score will go back a point here as they'll replay the point here after the explanation. Ross again by about 8 feet this time goes long on her serve, and we're tied at 19. Tatum will get it back. Neither coach really satisfied with the way anything has gone in the last about 45 seconds or so. But we're tied at 19 and tied at a set apiece here in set number 3 with the hometown Tatum Coyotes with the serve. Was that Whitman, perhaps? No, or Hennard. It was Hennard. Goes long on her serve, and the favor return. Panthers get it back up 20-19. What a sequence of events it's been here. This one goes right at Hernandez off the hands of Lujan. Oh, and softly and into the net this time, unfortunately, is Villasenor. That'll make it a 2-point match, or 2-point set, excuse me, 21-19. And timeout's going to be called on the floor by Coach Pierce and the Tatum Coyotes. She's fired up, going to get the Coyotes fired up as we take a break here. We'll be back with JAL up 21-19 over Tatum right here on HobbsAmerica.com.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
All right, back here in Tatum after a Coyote timeout to rally the troops here. The Panthers are ahead, 21-19, set 3 action. Lujan serves it up. The Coyotes with a chance to get closer, and they do after the big shot from Dixon that time. That's a youngster on this squad. It has very little senior leadership, only 3 seniors on this Tatum team. And putting that down is the youngster for a score. Big shot and a big play by a young Tatum Coyote as Mariscal goes back to serve, trailing by 1, 21-20 in set 3. Into the net goes Rodriguez. It's going to be 21 all. Tatum with the serve and have just tied it up. Mariscal back to serve again for the black and red. She comes towards the net, gets it across, it touches the tape, Talavera gets to it, Lujan will pop it back across, nice hustle. This one falling in as Lujan recognizes everybody at the net, gets it behind the defense, it'll fall, and the Coyotes regain the lead at 22-21. Wow. Lots of action here from Tatum as the Coyotes have stormed back yet again, putting together a nice run. Mariscal keeping it running, gets it across. Lujan to it first. Talavera, now Herrera will put it across. That is Rice. Now Hennard, Villasenor again. 23-21 Tatum here in set 3 action. The Panthers having a moment here. Coach telling them tighten up on the defense. Mariscal with a 2-point lead and the serve going back for the Coyotes, trying to put this one away. And they had trailed just a bit, and that one's going to be out by just a skosh, man. Just a hair that time, making it 23-22. Rotation on each side here as new personnel in. The Panthers get the ball back for the service, trailing by 1, 23-22. Tatum ahead as going back to serve will be Valeria Acosta. She'll get it across. The Coyotes will play it. Hernandez puts it back over the net for Tatum. Now, Acosta with a quick hit, puts it back across. Dixon this time does the same. It's dug out. Now popped up right at the net. They're going to say into the net was Dixon. She was right at the tape that time. And we're tied at 23. And this one's been contentious from the start. Remains that way here in set number 3, 23. All Acosta back to serve again for Zhao. Across, the Coyotes play it. Who will it be? It looks like Villasenor. She'll get it across the other side. Acosta sets it up for Herrera. Goes long on the hit that time. Hennard back there. She'll get it up. Villasenor with the left hand across. Played again. Herrera with another chance. Gets it up. A diving dig. Now keeping it up. And can Young get it across? She could not. 24-23 and a chance to serve for the set here for the Zhao Panthers after a furious rally there. Valeria Acosta looking to get a serve down. Oh, into the net for the Panthers, and the Coyotes with yet another chance. And it will be the leader of this team, Luann Villasenor, going back to do the honors from the service line. They got to win by 2. It's 24 apiece. Villasenor gets it across. It's played, popped right back over to the Coyotes. It was Dixon first. Dixon will get it back and put it across. Herrera gets to it. Acosta sets it up, and into the net is Mellon Code, 25-24. The Coyotes and Villasenor with a chance to ice it here. Timeout called by the Panthers. Woo! I'm losing my breath here as the action's been fast and furious. The Coyotes are up 25-24. We'll reset it. They won set 2, 25-14. They lost set 1, however, 25-21 to these Zhao Panthers. And man, the action's been quick. It's been fast. It has been furious, and we have enjoyed every second of it here at HobbsAmerica.com as the Coyotes continue to do battle. They have battled back twice in this set to regain the lead, and now are 1 point away from taking the set. However, if they are unable to put this point down, the serve would go back to Zhao. It'd be tied at 25. You got to win by 2 in each set. And this is not Valeria. This is Luann Villasenor for the Coyotes. She serves it up, and the Coyotes have won the set as that's misplayed by Herrera. 2-1 now. Tatum with the lead here at home over the Zhao Panthers. And action that has been just as exciting as any I've seen this season here at the Coyote Den in Tatum. We're going to take a quick break, pay some bills. We'll be back.
There's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
We're back just in time here at Tatum to get this rolling again. Long ways across the court for the restroom break or refresher there. Here, as we are now set for set number 4, Tatum up 2-1. They dropped the first, have stormed back to win each of the last 2. And we'll start with the serve here. Over Jow. And district action. I'm about out of breath. Too old to run that far. As we'll reset the scoreboard. And a play by Lujan to keep it alive. The Panthers will get it across. It'll be Rice to try. And comes up short on that first attempt with 2 hands to get it back over the net. The Panthers now up 1-0 here in set 4, but trail it 2-1. Both sides battling it out here in Tatum. And into the net with the serve are the Panthers. It's tied at 1. Starts off much like set number 3 did here in Tatum. Aubrey Young will go back to serve it for the Coyotes. And she'll get it across. It is played back by Ross. She'll also have to put it across the net. She does. Villasenor is there for Tatum. And just a bit of a miss swing by Paisley Whitman that time will put it down for a Panther point. 2-1 Jal now. Tatum a set away from victory here in this district matchup and in crucial battle for both sides. It's Ross back to serve for the Panthers. It tips the tape and falls on the Panthers side for a Coyote score, making it 2-2. Allison Dixon will check back in for Paisley Whitman here. And Coach Pierce. The Coyotes will send back Avery Hennard to serve it across, unfortunately, into the net again. 3-2 now Jow as we go back and forth with errors. So far, Lujan back to do the honors for the Panthers and the blue and gold here in set 4. 3-2 Panther lead. This one's across, played by Villasenor, but off one hand. And we'll go, well, the wrong way, straight sideways out of play. And we have our first quick 2-point run by either side so far in set 4. It's 4-2 Jow. Want to thank Jason Kuhn for running camera for us here tonight for HobbsAmerica.com as we get back to the action. Furious little rally here as both sides just trying to keep it in play and over the net. First real setup at offense by Villasenor, blocked at the net but popped back. They're going to have to get this one across. Herrera does, and right in front of a diving Hernandez. And it's 5-2 Panthers. Lujan back again to serve. Panthers have to win this 4th set to force the 5th and decisive if they are able to do so. Villasenor looked like she was coming with the power. Everybody backed up. She dinks it over. 5 in a perfect circle. Dive for the ball right there on the floor for the Panthers. But the Coyotes are able to get the point down. That time as Villasenor backed off, hit it softly, and found a hole in the D. Mariscal back to serve now for the Coyotes, down 5-3. Herrera for Jow. Gets it across. Tatum with a setup here. Will it be Villasenor? This time she powers it a bit long, and that'll make it 6-3 now. Panthers, plus they'll get the serve back. It'll be Acosta back in. Rodriguez out. Also, number 11 for the Panthers coming in, and that is Jonna Butts into the game for the Panthers. Acosta will serve it. She'll play, or it will be Young to play it back on the back line for the Coyotes. The Panthers get it across. Aubrey Young with a diving dig to put it back across the net. And into the net are the Coyotes, as I believe it was Dixon who hit it. And it's going to be a Panther point. Coach Pierce doesn't like the call, but it is true. She was into the net. 7-3 your score here. They've got it at 6-4 up there. And Coach Pierce upset with the officiating after that. 7-3 your score. The scoreboard does not have it right. No, they don't have it right. And so it'll be this one going long, but playing it was Young. Rice hustles to get to it. Villasenor back across. Lujan now for Jow with a chance. Herrera puts it where they ain't. It's 8-3 now. Jal has opened up a 5-point lead in set 4. They trail it 2-1 as the Costa's back to serve. Yet again for the blue and gold. It'll come across here in under the net. So the Coyotes will get it back, trailing 8-4 with a serve upcoming here. It will be Villasenor to get things rolling here for the Coyotes. She's done a little bit of everything this season for this volleyball team of Coach Pierce, and more than Coach Pierce could have asked for. Look at the youngster. Dixon again, noticing nobody there as that ball is coming towards the net. With her height, she goes up, slams it to the floor, gets a kill, an unassisted kill at that, to make it 8-5, and Villasenor will get to serve again for Tatum. There's the knock across. It is played on the back by Ross. Who will it be? Looks like that was Herrera to put it back over. It'll be Rice this time to pop it across. They should let that go. Young waiting or hearing that late. The Coyotes will get that back across as that ball was definitely going long. Herrera tries to get one in front of Hennard, who dives and saves it. Now it's Ross on the other side with a good play. Hennard punches it back, or no, that was Rice punching it back across. Villasenor with the dig on the back line. Who will it be? It'll be Rice, and played by Lujan. Now it'll be Acosta to play it back across. Coyotes with a chance. Villasenor from midway. It's tipped at the net. Miscommunication on the back line between Rice and Lujan. It falls for a Tatum point, and we have a score of 8-6 now here. Tatum back to within 2 with Villasenor back to serve yet again. Lujan gets it across. Lujan dives and puts it in the 4th row of the stands. Tatum back to within 1, 8-7. Panthers still with the lead, but trail it 2-1. Panthers could see themselves falling here in district play to the Coyotes should the Coyotes win this 4th set. Ross plays it on the powerful serve back, a double hit, and we're tied in Coyote country. 8 apiece now as Villasenor gets another chance from the service to put it across. Coach Pierce listening with her assistant, trying to, keep a feel for what's going on out here. Into the net this time go the Panthers on the return on the serve, and now make it 9-8. Tatum with a lead here. Villasenor back again. A rotation now as coming out will be Ross. Coming in for the Panthers will be number 8, Yaradine Fuentes into the game. I hope I said that right. It's going to be Fuentes from here on out, as I hate to butcher names. I really do. Now another score by the Coyotes as we are back to a 10-8 lead for Tatum. They have reeled off several in a row. We're going to have a timeout called here by the Jal Panthers. We'll be back in just a few moments on HobbsAmerica.com. 10-8 Coyotes. Back again here in Tatum. I'm Dusty Wyndham. And I tell you, Tatum 10-8 here has the score. I had to have something explained to me a moment ago, which was the big talk about the replay back in set number 3 a moment ago. And found out that both sides had a gripe. The ball had gone across illegally on one side, not seen. Then Tatum into the net. And both coaches had a gripe. They replayed the point, and the Coyotes ended up winning set 3. Herrera puts it back across. Oh, no, that was not Herrera, excuse me. Villasenor, though, for the Coyotes, unable to get that one across. As I try to get you the correct name on the Jal side. The Panthers score, making it 10-9 here in Tatum, and they'll get the serve back. And number 11, by the way, again, is Jonna Butts for the Panthers. Herrera to serve now and gets it across for these Panthers, trailing by one. It's tipped by Herrera, goes out of play. The Coyotes now up 11-9, and I tell you, everybody up on their feet here on both benches, really, as they get things just closer and closer towards a Tatum victory here, as they lead it 2-1. They're up by 2 here in set 3 over the Panthers. It is 11-9. And this one coming across from, I thought maybe, yeah, that was Herrera on the far side. Now it will be Ross to put it across. Aubrey Young plays it for the Coyotes. Rice down with that point. It'll fall for another Coyote score, making it 12-9 Tatum. They take a 3-point lead here over the Jal Panthers here in set 4. 2-1. The Coyotes lead. Dixon into the net on the serve there. Whitman will check in. Dixon will check out now for Tatum. It's 12-10 Coyotes, but the Panthers with the serve here. They will send back Melancon to do the honors. That one will sail beyond the end line. 13-10 now Tatum, who gets the serve back, leading by 3 in this best of 5 series. We're in set number 4. Tatum leads it 2-1. Nice play by Herrera at the back. Acosta sets it up. Big knock for Butts. It does not go down. The Coyote D there. It is Hennard to put it back across. Unfortunately wide and out of play to make it 13-11. The Panthers get the serve back, trailing by 2. Rodriguez back in. Talavera back in as Butts and Acosta take a seat here for the Jal Panthers. They're down 11-13 as Talavera will go back to do the honors from the service line. They shall come towards the net slowly and knock it across. It is Hernandez with the dig for the Coyotes that time, and they set it up nicely. Ross finds a hole in the defense between Villasenor and I believe Whitman at the front. Just that one line drive straight down to bring the Panthers back to within 1 yet again, close here in Tatum. Talavera with a serve. The Panthers pop it up. It's Villasenor first touch. Whitman, and now put over the net by Mariscal. Coming back the other way, is that Ross getting a chance? Hernandez there for the Coyotes. Villasenor from midway back into the tape, and we're tied at 13. So the Panthers saying not dead yet. We're going to battle all the way through. They've tied it up here against these Coyotes. Talavera played by now Hernandez on Tatum's side. Mariscal will get it across. That's Lujan getting to it. Talavera. And a play heads up by Hennard to put it back across on the set. They got too close to the tape. And the Coyotes regain the lead. 14-13. They'll get the serve back here as Aubrey Young will step back to do the swinging. It's a cross played by Lujan. Then Talavera gets to it. Who is this? Looks like it's going to be Martinez. It is not. But it is, I believe, is that 7? Yes, that is the number who gets the kill this time. And Araceli Tavares, so a couple of Tavares here as for these Panthers, as we're tied at 14 yet again, with the Panthers not going away quietly against these Coyotes. Ross with the serve, it comes across. Whitman sets it up, it will be Hennard to get it back over. Now this one goes, oh, it was Whitman, excuse me, and Whitman got to it. Again, the Coyotes will get it back across yet. Again to the Panthers, they'll put it over. Mariscal sees something there and defends it well. Villasenor gets it across, it's Herrera first. Lujan next. Gonna be Rodriguez to put it back over for the Panthers. Set up, oh, a double hit, I think. Yes, against the Coyotes to make it 15-14. Jal, who's regained the lead here in Tatum. Ross back to serve again as the whistle from the official puts the ball back in play. Panthers up 15-14 here in set 4 now. Ooh, that ball dipped on Rice. She's able to get to it. Villasenor gets it over. It's blocked, it looked like, that time by Talavera. Back down, though, for a Coyote point as her and Rodriguez kind of got caught in between one another and unable to get to it. We are tied now at 15 here in Tatum, and it is Hennard to put it in play, and everybody looking to go for it. Nobody actually getting to it that time for the Coyotes. Will give the serve back to the Panthers, 16-15 lead, as well as Lujan will go back to serve. Lujan gets this one, it hits the tape, and what a play by Villasenor to get to it. It goes right back over to the Panthers, and Herrera now returns the favor, gives it to the to the Coyotes. Villasenor with a chance, now popped over on the second knock, and Villasenor saw something, caught it too low, pushed it straight forward into the net. 17-15 Jal on the verge of making this a 5-set match. The Panthers lead at 17-15 over the Coyotes. Lujan to serve. She puts it into the net. 17-16, just when it looks like the Panthers might have an edge. The home team gets a break and gets it back. Valeria Mariscal back to serve once again for Tatum. And they're moving at a pretty fast pace. Neither team really taking their time in between points here. Mariscal deep. Played by Ross near the net, into the net from Talavera. And another Tatum point to tie this one up at 17, and what's been wild here, I mean, just the action back and forth. Both teams with chances left and right. Mariscal serves it. Ross with a good dig straight up. Talavera sets it up for, looks like Rodriguez. Played well by the Coyotes. Now it is Villasenor with two hands, gets it across. Talavera gets it up. It was Lujan to put it back across. Villasenor twice on this exchange will put hands on the ball. Now Herrera goes long, just a little too powerful on the shot. And the Coyotes have gained the lead yet again here in Tatum. 18-17 your score. And here comes Mariscal with the serve across. Ross will dig it out. Rodriguez runs into it. It'll go out. And the Coyotes have yet scored again. 19-17. Tatum 6 points away from a 4-set victory here in their own gym. Mariscal gets it across. It's down for another score. An ace that time. That'll make it 20-17. I think coach is looking at a timeout. Instead, she'll go straight over to a substitution. Is coming out will be Ross. Checking in to the matchup this time was number 8, Fuentes for the Panthers. Now they're in trouble again. Got to get this one across, and Rodriguez is able to do so. One-handed shot by Hennard, and Dixon now on the first touch to the cross. The Panthers were ready for it both times, as Villasenor will play it again across the net. This time it is played by the Panthers. They controlled it, get it back across, defense ready, and oh, Villasenor thought she had one there, tried to put it down, and now from the back line into the net. It looks like it was number 3 for the Panthers. Nope, not number 3. Maybe, is that 8? It is 8. Sorry, excuse me, that was Fuentes. And the Panthers now up 21-17 here. Now they're up 22-17 after a misplay by Jal. We're going to see a timeout here. I'll bet you money. Yeah, she's going to get it here. Still griping about the calling, the play, and every bit of it. 22-17. These Panthers have found themselves in a 5-point hole now here. As in set 4, it has just gone crazy recently. I'll catch up on the scoreboard here as I had a brief moment that got away from me there. 22-17 your score. The home team Coyotes in the lead here in set 4. They also have the serve. 3 away from winning this thing outright here in Tatum, New Mexico. It'll be a huge district win for this team. 4-8 on the year coming into play. It'll be their 5th victory of the season. Coach Pierce and her team feeling it, just 3 points away here at home against the Cross County Jal Panthers. AC/DC playing in the background. Never a bad thing, right? A little rock and roll for you here from the Coyote Den, as going back to serve will be Valeria Mariscal. 3 points away from a district win for these Coyotes. And a huge pick-me-up, now just 2 points away. Off the hands of Herrera and straight back. Mariscal holding serve and making them pay for it on the Panther side. Ready to play again once the whistle blows. We're going to have a quick substitution. Herrera out. In for the Panthers now will be number 2, and that is Emily Acosta, a junior for the Panthers. Mariscal gets it across. This one popped up. Who will it be? I believe that's Melancone on the swing that time. Left-handed punch shot over the net by Villasenor. Nothing doing anyways. And then back to Mariscal. She gets 2 hands on it, but unable to control it. And the Panthers, with life in them, will get the serve back, trailing now 23-18. Back to serve will be Acosta for the Panthers. Just 2 points away from dropping a district match here at the Coyote Den. You can just almost hear everything going. That one long from Acosta. It is match point Coyotes, up 24-18 over the Jal Panthers. Back to do it. Perhaps for the match is Villasenor. Another quick substitution as Talavera comes out. It will be Ross back in for Jal. Coach Pierce feeling it. The Coyotes are feeling it. The crowd is feeling it here in Tatum. Are you feeling it out there at HobbsAmerica.com? We hope you are. Here comes Villasenor. This time gets it down, and the Tatum Coyotes have taken this one 25-18 in set 4. 3-1. Your hometown Tatum Coyotes with a huge district win over these Jal Panthers. We'll be right back in a moment. We'll hope to speak with Coach Pierce when she comes off the floor with this Tatum Coyote victory right here from the Coyote Den.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
We're back. Here we go. We are back here in Tatum. Coach Pierce joining us now. Thank you so much for joining us. Man, that one a bit contentious at times. You guys started off slowly with a first set loss, Coach, and stormed back to win each of the next 3. And I'm talking battles back and forth the whole way between both teams. I thought it was an excellent match here tonight. But congrats on your team for coming out with the victory. What do you think was key tonight? Well, heck, Coach, I'm having trouble here. Let me make sure I got you plugged in correctly. We got you on the wrong one. It's my fault. So, anyways, go ahead. I caught most of what you were saying there. But, again, a great matchup. And I was asking you what the key was. You might repeat that. I'm sorry for folks out in radio land here.
Well, you know, the key to it was, I think, is, you know, both sides worked real hard to keep each other off balance. If you can't get a good first pass, it's really hard to set your offense up. So I call it controlled chaos.
Yeah.
So, you know, on both sides of the net, I think, you know, we were just trying to control the chaos. But, you know, we did, we served too many in the net. That hurt us a lot. We missed 6 in the first set, and we get beat. And then we missed 6 or 7 in the second set. And then, we just missed too many serves tonight. We got to take care of that.
Looked like your team rallied, it battled at times. I mean, that's not a bad squad over on the Jal side.
Not at all. They're a very good squad.
Yeah, they really
they're
are.
very impressive. You look at their record and they put some big numbers up. And it wasn't easy by any means for either side. I can't speak enough about how good Jal is. They're just a good squad, and it was a battle from the start to the finish.
Well, you guys came in ready for district play here. I think your schedule leading up to district play has really helped you get there.
Yes.
I mean, you've had some tough competition.
We have. We've had some. We've played number 1s, number 2s, number 3s. The only team that we've played that hasn't been ranked was Dora.
Yeah.
So our preseason was filled with nothing but ranked teams, and so I think that helped us. In the long run, but sometimes you got to wonder if that hurts your psyche just a little bit. But I just kept telling them, just keep trusting the process, and we'll see where it takes us.
I think they are really buying into what you're doing, and let me say that I thought Luann Villasenor today was fantastic, but I think she has been all season long. She seems like a leader.
She's been very solid. Yeah, she's been very solid, but today she was on her game today, and she just sees the floor so well. And when people don't understand that volleyball and basketball they go hand in hand, and they're great for each other. Like you can see a cutter come in and you can make a no-look pass, but she does a good job seeing that side of the floor because she's been watching basketball, and seeing that offside when nobody's watching.
Yeah.
And she's just, and she studies game film. They all study game film, but Luann, when she's watching it, she's like, that's what's open, this is what's open, that's where we got to go. And so she did a good job today.
And I wanted to say, I thought you had a youngster really step up today as well. I thought Dixon really came in and played pretty well at the net, defensively more than anything, but I really thought she stepped up.
She did, and I think there's a couple of net calls that she got that really weren't on her, And I'm not taking anything away from the official. As an official, you got to watch the top of the net, you got to watch the net, you got to watch the line. But I think there are several times the ball carried the net into Allison, and because we've been harping on her a lot about stay out of the net. But and she did a good job today. And so there's only maybe I think they caught her 4 times, and out of the 4 times, I really only think one of them was a true in the net for her.
Well, I see as district starts, errors are kind of tapering off a little bit. They're starting to fill each other out on offense, knowing where each other's going to be. I think from the first matchup I saw this season to now, there's been tremendous progress in this Tatum Coyotes squad. And I'm not just saying that. I truly believe it. And, Coach, I think you're doing a great job. Why don't you go back and celebrate this victory with your team? They have earned it, and it's been hard-earned, and I'm really proud of the effort they had tonight.
Well, thank you very much. We are too. Appreciate y'all being here.
I'm glad to be here. I really am.
Thank you.
That'll run Tatum up to a 5-8 record on the season, but again, they've played ranked team after ranked team after ranked team. Kind of playing that tough competition, get you ready for the action come district time and even playoff time, and I thought it was a huge win tonight for the Coyotes over the Panthers. They win it 3-1 over the cross-county rival Jal Panthers tonight, who won the first set, then lose the next 3 in a row by the Coyotes. And this squad ready to play come district time. I think we're back here Thursday night, back on the air for another Tatum Coyote volleyball broadcast. We'll be back Friday for a road game in Clayton for the Tatum Coyote football team, fresh off a 52-0 win up in Dulce, New Mexico. Unfortunately, I missed. Got all the way up there, folks, and I was sick as a dog. I won't give you all the gory details, but let me just tell you, it was pretty rough not being able to do it. That's my 5th game I've missed in 30 seasons of doing this. I do not miss games. I hated that I missed that one, and I took about a 9-hour trip home just due to illness, and sorry I couldn't bring that to you folks. It is my fault. I'll accept responsibility, but I'll tell you what, coming up this very next week up there in Clayton, I will be there taking a long trip, bringing you the action as the Coyotes go for another victory. But before that, be here Thursday as we're back with more Coyote volleyball big district win to open it up here for Tatum. I'm Dusty Wyndham for Jason Kuhn. Thanks again on the camera and for everybody at HobbsAmerica.com, including Tiff Stuber, extraordinary producer, helping us stay sounding decent. I mean, you do have to listen to me, but other than that, we sound pretty decent, folks. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Good night, everybody.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use.